Ringing up Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07769247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussein here, once again leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record, as I have been doing quite persistently and consistently now for a number of months, if not years now, over a year. Obviously, I'm just trying to understand why I can't see my brother anymore. I mean, you, the local authority, in collaboration with the West Yorkshire Police, have come down and arrested me on false allegations, and at a pivotal point and juncture while court proceedings were underway, so you could win that case. And now that you've achieved that objective, you've still I'm still formally under a police investigation, which is now on an ongoing and never ending. There is no investigation. There was nothing to investigate. You had simply privately commissioned the services of the police to come and arrest me, so that you could abduct my brother, considering the fact that you had made numerous previous failed attempts to kidnap my brother, especially when he was in Oldham. I am just reminding myself that while court proceedings were ongoing, you wanted to abduct my brother. Then several times attempts were made by Greater Manchester Police to come and intervene, particularly through your involvement. I mean, this is one of the reasons that you came involved, because I had to lodge a formal complaint regarding your predecessors, Baldit Jonota and Fungai Muchishitiri, coming to harass us in Oldham and agitating my brother. And you can clearly see the videos where on the 22nd, on the 19th of February, we get kicked out of the house. On the 19th of February 2021, we get made homeless while you kicked us out of the house at the height of the pandemic. And then that was on a Friday. On the Monday, Baljit Note and Fungai Machiteri have received instructions to come down to Oldham to see my brother, who's clearly articulated that he's not interested in the money which you were trying to dangle, his own benefit money that you were trying to dangle in front of him. So he's not interested in that money, and he's clearly instructed you to give that money to me, his brother. You've only returned 3 weeks later, on the 12th of March 2021, to try to once again speak to my brother, but on both occasions I was not there, and my brother clearly told everybody to get lost and was agitated and slammed the door in your face. So I have evidence of this. What evidence do you have that my brother was agitated, other than false statements made by everybody? There's no evidence, is it? It's just your statements, and you're all pathological liars. I don't trust a word that you say. Nothing you say is truthful at all. It's all lies. So that's what's happened then. That was in 2021. Then in November, December time, you were colluding and conspiring and sabotaging the relationship with his GP practice at Sun Valley, only so you could force through a capacity assessment in August, when the reality is that he's already had a independent capacity assessment carried out, which was obviously unknown to you at the time. You then proceeded to instruct the Greater Manchester Police to come and arrest me there and kidnap my brother. All ended up in absolute failure. Then eventually by January my mother was dead, and now all of a sudden, then we subsequently from February 2022 onwards, I've been liaising with you directly, and we've had numerous conversations, all then resulting in you coming down with the police. Well, not you personally. Obviously, you got one of your colleagues to come down and arrest me with the police and put me on a bail condition not to see my brother. And now here we are, nearly a year later, and what have you achieved other than incarcerating my brother? Have you no doubt received all my emails? Now it's simply the case you're instructing not the housing association. You've already given them instructions. You are now instructing the care home, Crabtree Care Home, David Crabtree's Care Home, Sunningdale, to restrict my contact and communication. What's your legal basis for authority to do so? You are doing this simply for your own personal objectives. You've seen my email today and the complaint that I've raised to the Greater Manchester Police regarding an incident that happened a couple of days ago at the airport regarding the police officers bashing in a young man while he was on the floor. It's all over the news. Obviously, this is very alarming and distressing, because that's exactly what you're doing to me and my brother. It's not just done concentrated into a 40-minute incident. It's extended over 22 years. or 24 years. That's the difference. It's not condensed to a 40-second video. You're doing exactly the same thing. You're torturing and humiliating. No doubt this is just pure racism, isn't it? It is racially motivated what you're doing to me and my brother. Because why is he in a care home where he's complaining to me there's nobody other Asian people there? He's been forced into a care home that there's only one care staff that they've subsequently hired for my brother Talib. As a consequence of him being there, he should not be in a care home full of white people, because obviously there's an endanger to his life, which was initially where he was initially assaulted at Linfield Mount Care Home in 2005, where some other resident slammed a bottle in his head. There's pure racism taking place, especially in the older generation where you've now put my brother into. He's going to be suffering from pure racism and degradation as a result of being incarcerated in that institution. You're not letting me, as an independent, go visit my brother to see exactly what kind of quality of care he's receiving there. You're doing it in isolation to anybody, and then you're lying and cheating and trying to convince me that everything's done above board, and because it's in a quality care quality commissioned registered provider, that everything's above board. No, we don't accept that. Your care quality commission provider is a subservient, and you're lucky that's looking to brush everything under the carpet. The very fact that he's been detained like this now for coming to be a year without actually my intervention as his carer, nearest relative.
You have 15 seconds recording time remaining.
The very fact that he's been detained there in my absence, while you're clearly targeting and victimizing me, is just indicative of the racial abuse and Islamophobia that we are suffering as a family. This is all down to yourselves being racist towards me and my brother and our family, just like the airport police kicking in the
Your
head.
recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message, press 2. Message sent.